Let's go back a few years. There's my broadcast partner, Cal Badler, who was the first-round choice of the Atlanta Hawks a few years ago.
Boy, look at that. I haven't seen that footage in a while.
Now he gets inside the arc and knocks down the jumper just the way he used to do it down in Scope when Old Dominion played there over at the field.
Buddy, John Castleberry along with Cal Badler. And Cal, it is February, and that means it's time to make your move.
That's right, JMU knocking on that ever-coveted fourth spot so they can get that bye going into the CAA tournament play.
William Mary struggling a little bit as of late, but when they played well this year, Quinn McDowell and a freshman, Brandon Britt, have been two of the big reasons why.
Quinn McDowell's a lights-out shooter, averaging 14 points and 5 rebounds. Brandon Britt, the floor general for them, a surprise for Tony Shaver. Lightning quick with the basketball. This is a well-coached ball club. Despite their record, they use good ball movement to get the basketball inside, and if they catch fire, everybody on the floor has the ability to shoot from deep.
No question about it. James Madison University, one of the big stories, not just in the CAA, but in the country. They're 17-6, and one of the big reasons why, the play of the big guy, Denzel Bowles. He owns the paint.
Denzel Bowles is one of the premier big guys in the league, and he does it inside. He is ferocious, attacking the rim. He shoots 59% field goals from the floor. He's first in the CAA. He's got great footwork in the paint, can go over either shoulder. Second in the CAA at 18 points per game, and he's all over the glass. He's a glass eater inside. Third in the CAA in rebounds at 9 rebounds a game, and he does it on the defensive end as well. Fourth in the CAA at 1.7 blocks per game.
Right after this. Hi, everybody. John Castleberry along with the Old Dominion Hall of Famer Cal Badler. And Cal, what we've got tonight is a great matchup. In fact, this might be the best matchup in the state of Virginia the entire season, with Old Dominion taking on Richmond.
Well, John, you've got two teams knocking on top 25 doors, coming off great wins. Richmond coming off a win against number 10 ranked Purdue, and Old Dominion coming off 2 great wins down in the Virgin Islands in the tournament down there.
Richmond won this contest last year up at the Robins Center, 67-60. They've got a lot of players coming back, including the duo of the Atlantic 10 preseason player of the year, Kevin Anderson, and the big guy inside, Justin Harper.
Oh, Kevin Anderson, lightning quick off the dribble, can get down in the paint, pretty much can beat anybody off the dribble, finish himself at the rim, or find the open guy for 3. Then you got the big guy down, been working in the weight room, 6'10", 225 pounds, got a force in the paint and can rebound the basketball, something that Richmond was not able to do a year ago.
Old Dominion comes in 4-1, ranked number 1 in the mid-major poll as of this week. And of course, the inside presence, people like Frank Cassell, people like Ben Finney, they played so well down in the Virgin Islands.
Frank Cassell leading this team in scoring, a little over 12 points a game and almost 10 rebounds a game, getting it done inside. And then you've got Ben Finney, a guy like got a little tenacity, toughness, get a nose for the basketball, just everywhere, all over the court, and that defensive specialist.
Welcome to the Virginia for an early season college basketball showdown. Hi, everybody. John Castleberry along with former ODU standout Cal Badler. And Cal, opening night is always exciting, but you put a matchup like we've got tonight, Old Dominion and Georgetown on the floor, it makes it even better.
And as a player, John, this is what you dream of. You can't wait to have a matchup like this. Top 20, atmosphere is rocking. It is going to be awesome.
Georgetown always among the elite in college basketball. This year, certainly no exception. They've got a great backcourt. The strength of their team is the backcourt of Chris Wright and, of course, Austin Freeman.
And Austin Freeman coming off a great year, averaging 16 points a game last season and 44% from the three-point line. This season, preseason pick for Player of the Year in the Big East. And then they've got Chris Wright, arguably one of the best point guards in the nation right now. This backcourt is no joke.
He's a point guard who can score, and that tandem will certainly be on Old Dominion's mind tonight. You're talking about an Old Dominion squad that won 27 games last year, an experienced team led by people like Kent Bazemore and Frank Cassell.
And then you've got Kent Bazemore. He's a lockdown defender. He gets out in transition and can finish plays. An incredible athlete. And Frank Cassell, a player who's gotten better every year. He's got long arms and a great rebounder, good defender on the interior.
Hi everyone, I'm Rick Kiefner along with my partner. We've got a great game this afternoon for you. The University of Dayton Flyers versus the Monarchs of Old Dominion. And Cal, when I see these two teams, I see a lot of similarities. They like to play great defense, they love to rebound, and they're both very athletic.
They're very athletic, and these two teams faced off a year ago. Dayton being the victor, and you know Old Dominion smells blood in the water, and they want their revenge.
And of course, we're going to see some good players on the court this afternoon. In particular, for the Flyers, we've got Chris Wright and Josh Parker.
That's right. Chris Wright, very explosive and athletic in transition. He gets out and runs the floor for a big guy. He can finish above the rim, looking at those slam dunks, ferocious. He's also leading his team in scoring and rebounding at 13 points a game and nearly 9 rebounds. Then they've got Josh Parker coming off the bench for a little scoring punch at the second leading scorer at nearly 11 points a game.
For Old Dominion, they've got Kent Bazemore along with Frank Hassell.
Kent Bazemore, explosive in transition, plays multiple positions for this team. He does it on both ends of the floor. He gets deflections, steals, and can finish above the rim. Then they've got Frank Hassell, the man in the middle, all over the glass. Tenacious on defense, and he's got that soft touch down low, little baby hooks and turnaround jump.
This William & Mary basketball team would certainly be categorized as dangerous. And we saw them last Wednesday night win in impressive fashion in Harrisonburg at James Madison. And the guy who made them go, well, it was some youngsters that night, but also Quinn McDowell. He had 23 points to lead the way.
Well, here's a guy, Quinn McDowell, who's only a junior, still got another year to play, and he is a sweet shooter, can stroke it from pretty much anywhere, can knock it down from up to 30 feet. Averaging 15 points a game, 5 rebounds for this team. Last game had 18 points on 6 of 10 shooting and 4 for 6 from 3. So this is a guy who can absolutely fill it up, and you've got to find him in transition, because when he's running the floor, he's stopping at the three-point line. He's not going in for layups. He's stopping at the three-point line because he can absolutely fill it up. So Old Dominion going to have to guard that three-point line, especially Quinn McDowell.
And McDowell, of course, a guy who really doesn't necessarily have to score a lot, but anytime the Tribe's playing well, the offense usually runs through Quinn McDowell. Hi, everybody. John Castleberry along with the Old Dominion Hall of Famer Cal Badler. And Cal, you know these teams go back a long, long way. In fact, Tennessee has won. They lead the series actually 34-9. They've won 14 straight. The last time the Lady Monarchs were able to win, you have to go back to 1997. Across the street at the Fieldhouse, Old Dominion able to win. And then they got together a little bit later on in that same season, something called the NCAA Championship game. Turned out to be a heck of a game.
That was a great era. Like you said, they won in Norfolk in the regular season, went to that title game. Tennessee went up big at the half of 12 points, but Old Dominion scrapping, fighting back. Clarice Machangwana, Tisha Pinatero, a star-studded Old Dominion team, and they fought back. It was nip and tuck before Tennessee finally pulled away to win the NCAA championship title that 1997 year.
Shamikra Holtzclaw, their 3,000-point scorer, and so many great players they've had over the years. Just a tremendous rivalry, and Old Dominion came up a little bit short on that afternoon. Now we have to see what happens this afternoon, but you've got a ball club in Tennessee that is 7-1 against an Old Dominion team that comes in 3-2. And Tennessee, even though they've got a lot of experience, surprisingly paced so far by a freshman, Megan Simmons.
Oh, Megan Simmons just broke the single game record, 8 3-pointers in one game and 28 points coming off a great game against Lamar University. She's maybe a bit of surprise for this Pat Summitt team, but very skilled, and Pat Summitt likes shooters. She's always had some dead-eye shooters on this team, and Megan Simmons, another young one, just a bright future.